I can always tell when it's time for a Beauty Empties video by how full my bucket is. So we are going to go through all of the beauty items I have emptied for the month of March, even though March is not quite over, but I gotta go through this stuff so I can refill it again. If you want to see what all I've used up in March, maybe a little before that, stick around and we'll dive right on into it. Hey guys, so welcome. If you're new here, I'm Cher. I like to do this video every month. I go through all of the products I have used up and I kind of give you a little mini speed review, tell you whether I would repurchase or pass again in the future. And I fill this bucket up fast. In case you haven't noticed, I cover a lot of different beauty boxes on my channel, and so I get to try a lot of different beauty, and then a lot I have ordered with my own money too, just other hauls. And then I also get some things in PR, so I'm constantly doing beauty try-ons. It is the name of the game. It is kind of my business here. So we're gonna go through it all, show you what I emptied, and I'm not going in any order. I'm just gonna start grabbing. I don't know how many items are in here. We'll put it in the title or thumbnail or somewhere at the end when I count it all up. So let's get started. The first thing I wanted to share with you guys, I've been hinting at a new hair product, hair dye, and I finally can share it with you guys because I have posted now. I had a paid partnership with Schwarzkopf. This has always been my hair dye brand though. I have brought you guys empties videos from them every single month, and you know, I go gray very quickly. As a matter of fact, you can probably see it's going to be time soon. It's like I missed a spot in there. Well, maybe you can't see it, but it's gonna be time to dye again soon. But every month I dye my hair because the grays are coming through, and because I have such dark hair, it looks like a skunk when my grays come in, and I am not embracing the gray thing. That's just not me. So every month I do hair dye, and this is such a good drugstore option. It's always been my favorite one because I feel like it gives the most body to my hair. It stays the longest. It's the most like pigmented and vibrant. So I was already using their brand. I think this one is the regular box that I usually use, but I will share the other one with you in a minute when I can find it at the bottom of the bucket. I hadn't got that far, but this is the usual one, and I had use the shade espresso, and that's usually what I use, or like dark cocoa or something for my hair color. So I had done this, but there's another box that I have that I'll share with you that is more of a 10-minute touch-up. So when I get to that one, we'll talk about it. But this one was kind of like my regular one, but I finally get to share the other one with you, so I'm excited. Okay, I also went through more hair. This is the Odell leave-in conditioner. I got this, I think it was the new beauty test tube box. And it's got plant proteins, a natural fragrance, supposed to help with frizz control and detangling deep moisture. I liked it okay. However, I just really prefer a good like spray on leave-in conditioner, one that I don't have to get too messy with my hands, and it's nice and like creamy and moisturizing, but I just feel like, I don't know, it's probably not the best one I've ever used, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it. Like it was okay, but I just felt like I had to really keep coming back and getting a whole bunch of product. Like it wasn't super easy to detangle my hair and defrizz my hair, all of that. It just, I don't know. I think if anything, it was just deeply moisturizing. Okay, in skincare, I finally finished up. This is the Heimish. It's the Moringa Ceramide Collagen Enriched Moisturizer, like a K-Beauty brand here. Oh my God, it is amazing. It is so good. I mean, definitely that typical like K-Beauty, but this is just that perfect, dewy, amazing moisturizer. Highly recommend it. I can't remember though. I don't think I was able to verify if they're cruelty-free. I'm not sure that they're cruelty-free. So if they're not, I wouldn't repurchase again. But if it wasn't based on the cruelty-free status, I would absolutely recommend this. It is just amazing. I used up a thing of lash extensions. This is from IMV. What I love about these are they're press and go. And you have them at all different lengths, 14 and then 16. Honestly, what I do though is the 16er is a little too long and crazy for me. So I just kind of like cut them down to what I need. And they're just little single clusters. And what I like to do is I like to take these and pop them on the ends of my eyes to just make a tiny little cat eye. Nobody even realizes they're not my natural lashes. And they're so easy with only doing like one on each end here. So I don't have to sit and worry about getting them all straight or doing strip lashes, and they're press and go. So you don't even have to apply glue, nothing. They are so easy, so quick, 2 seconds and it's done. So I love, love, love these. Definitely repurchase. I finished up finally this Happy Skin Enzymic Facial Exfoliator from Lush Cosmetics. Now, I'm not huge on a lot of exfoliants. Like I go very slow on them. I have kind of sensitive dry skin, and I certainly don't do a lot of like physical ones. This is more like an enzyme. And it feels amazing. It is so good. But how I used it, I did use it on my face a little bit, but then later I started using it in the bath, more on like my body and especially the heels of my feet and that kind of thing. I just like scrubbed myself down. So that's why I went through it really fast. This was kind of my bath time exfoliant, and so I really love it. I do recommend it though for the face too, and that's really what it's designed for. But I've been starting to take a lot of my exfoliants and stuff and using them as whole body scrubs also. Okay, I finally finished up my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Now this is my ride or die. I have always used on clients. I love it. It is amazing, but she is not cruelty free. So I'm looking for more replacements for it, but this is such a good one. It's hard to replace, to be honest with you. So good. It's really, really good. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for something as an alternative to try to keep with my commitment to cruelty-free this year. So this is a really hard one to give up. It is amazing, amazing as a setting powder. All right, and you guys might have seen I've been doing I do a lot of Bath and Body Works hauls ever so often, and I just did a big, huge spring haul. But this is left over probably from my last one in the winter. This is the Champagne Gentle and Clean, or Champagne Toast, Gentle and Clean Foaming Hand Soap. I get a whole bunch of hand soaps, stock up on them, and this is one of my favorite scents from Bath and Body Works. I love it, still love it. The notes in it are bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. So this is definitely a frequent repurchase. Definitely would repurchase again. Okay, I just threw this in here. I haven't been using it, but I used it for my family. Like I've been putting this on my son, and it's just the copper tone sunscreen. It's kind of like our drugstore brand. Like if we have to run to the store or we're in a touristy area and we got to grab some sunscreen and I don't have all my bougie sunscreen with me, this is one of the ones that doesn't break me out, that I'm not allergic to. So I'll grab it, and usually grab it for like the family. So I just emptied the rest of it on my son this week for spring break. We went to the beach a couple times, and so I got the last few drops out of it on him, so I just threw it in here, even though I haven't been really using it in a while, but it's kind of the family use. Okay, and then I emptied out the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Play body wash. This came as a set from my sister-in-law. She got it for me for Christmas, and I used up the bath wash, but there's a couple other things in the set. I just love it all. I love this scent. Oh my gosh. Everything in this line, like, it just smells like sunscreen and tropical, like all the scents that I love so much. I love, love this scent, but I went through it so fast. It's kind of small. So I used it up pretty fast in the bath. I'm working on the Bum Bum cream right now, and then I think it's number 62 that came with it also, which I love, love, love. So, and it all kind of has that similar scent as the 62 that's in this one. Love the smell of it. So yes, I would absolutely keep repurchasing over and over again. Okay, and then I also emptied a candle. This is the Fireside Flannel Crackling Wood-Wicked Candle. I think it might have come from the Lips and Lather box, maybe. I think, if I remember that correctly. So this I just featured for the first time on my channel. They kindly gifted me the honeybee box for March. My friend Mela, though, had already been using and subscribing to the box and loves it. And so she has sent me a few items here and there, and I think this is one of the ones she sent me. And so this was a candle I've been using during my bath time, and it smells like, what's the smell of it? I mean, it's crackling wood wicked fireside flannel. Would I say that it smells that way? It has beeswax, coconut oil, essential oil, and fragrance blend, but it doesn't say which. It's kind of got this like spiced scent to it. So yeah, I could see fireside. I like it a lot, but the only thing is the way the wax burns. Like, it takes a little while to get it to catch fire right. So I don't know. Like, it's not a favorite type of candle in my opinion, just the way the texture is. And I don't always smell it. It doesn't feel super potent to me. Like, it doesn't just smell up a room, in my opinion. It's kind of like, I have it right there in the bath with like the curtain around it so I can really smell it and enjoy it. But like, it doesn't really smell up a whole room. It's not like ultra pigmented. Along with that, she also sent me a snowflake bath bomb. I think probably from the same box. If you're watching, Mela, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this also came from it. And this was super fun. It was kind of more of like a winter one, you know, theme one, but I still used it up because I'm like big into bath bombs, and it was really cute and I liked it a lot. The only thing is, I'd say with some of these bath bombs from them, it's not as, again, it's not as like really pigmented, like ultra full of the oils, the way that I'd say like the Lush bath bombs are. Like, you don't get as much out of them, but they're still really nice, and I like how they always have like really cute packaging of some kind, so I still like them. And then we have this palm, oh wait, somebody told me it's like palm of your hand, how you pronounce it. The Palm Renewing Hand Serum. We got this in the Allure beauty box one time, I think, and it's pretty good. It feels more like a serum for sure than a moisturizer, that more watery feel to it for the hands. I also put it on my feet some too. Everything that I have, I need moisturizer and anything I can get for the feet. So I used it almost like a balm on the feet too. And I did like the feel of it. I went through it a lot faster once I started putting it on my feet. I don't know how I felt about it for my hands though. I think I liked it better for my feet, honestly. Okay, and then I had another candle too from Bath and Body Works. This was Pumpkin Bonfire. It smells so good. I mean, it does have that pumpkin spiced feel to it. Now, I know it's spring, not fall, but this was left over from the fall. Like, it just took me that long to go through it. I had it downstairs and I'd burn it ever so often, and so I finally just used it up. But it definitely is amazing for fall. So definitely a good one when fall comes back around. I love it. And then I also did the Exuviance Exfoliating and Conditioning Foot Balm, and this was also in, no, this might have been the New Beauty test tube box also. This was such a good box. And I loved this for the feet. It was definitely like a balm-like feel on the feet, and I'd put it on every night, so I went through it fast. And I would repurchase, other than the fact that I think it might not be cruelty-free. But if it is, I would get it again. Okay, then I went through a pair of lashes from Huda Beauty. This was in the style Samantha number 7 Classic. I did not care for these too much because they're just a little too, I'm just not that into big, full, bold lashes anymore. They're really big. And a lot of her lashes, I've noticed, I think are almost more like hooded eye. Like, they all have more of like a cat eye, like they're better for people with hooded eyes and stuff, and they don't always shape to my eyes as well. It's harder for me to keep these styles on, and so I'm not drawn to it anymore. So I don't know. I don't think I would repurchase again, honestly. And then I forgot, I actually have 2 different products I can share with you guys from Schwarzkopf now. Yay! So one is their Root Touch-Up Spray. So this is a new product on the line, and it's just a very quick spray to the roots to get you by until the next hair dye. And you can spray it like, see these little babies trying to come in right here, just kind of spray them to touch them up, and then on the part line, and it just gets you by until the next hair dye job. Now, what I liked about this is, okay, I had been doing, another brand for a while, the Spray Touch-Up. I like this one better though, because it's not as smelly. Like, the chemical isn't, it still has a certain fragrance that's a little chemical, but it's not nearly as like choke you and gag as that other brand. And it doesn't transfer as much. I won't say it's completely transfer proof, but it's like, it doesn't get everywhere like that other one does. So this one's so much easier to control, and it just doesn't like knock me out as much. So highly recommend this. This is going to be my new root touch up every month that you're going to start seeing. Okay, and then along with that is now that 10-minute root touch-up I told you about. And so this is a new product as well that I've been keeping a secret from you guys for months and been dying to share. I can finally share. So it's a 10-minute color revitalizer, and I used the shade black when I did it. This one is another same idea as the root touch-up, where it's like a quick fix to get you by until maybe more of a permanent root dye job, but it's also something I can use really as my main color dye system too if I want, because it's just enough to cover the roots but not like the whole hair. So it's a quicker idea. You can just hop right in there. You still got to rinse it though, like you would with your regular hair dye job, but it's just enough to get those roots by, and designed to be more of just like a 10-minute quick hair dye job to get you through. Now I found it's still covered long enough to where like I could probably just start, you know, just enough to cover my roots, because that's all I need. I don't need, like, the rest of my hair dye stays pretty well. So I really just have to cover those roots when they start growing in each month. So I may even switch over to the 10-minute one. I don't know. I'm going to have to experiment with if I'd rather do this as my regular ongoing product or my other product that covers more of your hair. I do have a lot of hair, so I guess I'll have to test that out and see, but it really worked great. It's just sort of like a quick root touch up, just like I normally do on my hair dye jobs. So this is the one, guys, I wanted to tell you about. Okay, next in hair, we have the Monday conditioner. I think last month I shared the shampoo. Now I went through the conditioner finally, and this is for the moisture for normal to dry hair. And I think we got it in Allure maybe 1 month. I really, really like this, the shampoo and the conditioner. So yes, I would repurchase again. I loved it. Okay, and then I went through the Earth Harbor Azure. This is the Smooth Neck and Face Water Cream. Love this. And I have fallen back in love with Earth Harbor. I just love their packaging. I love that everything's earth friendly, that it's cruelty free and clean and all of that. I love this brand. And I loved the feel of this. It was a gorgeous, like, just refreshing water cream. I put it on my neck. It was mostly for like my neck and chest area here. And then I would use a different moisturizer on my face, but you can put it on your face too. So yes, I would definitely repurchase this again. Love it. Finally used the Aquifer repairing hand masks. It was like during when we still had some very cold weeks. We were getting like little cold spells here and there in between the spring weather. And so I finally tried this out. It's like gloves that you wear, hand masks. I think we got it in Allure too, maybe. Has shea butter, avocado oil, and pro vitamin B5. And yeah, it was very hydrating on the hands. I think I just don't have the patience to sit there. I'm constantly always doing something with my hands. I'm always on my phone editing videos or doing something with blogging or scrolling, or I'm cleaning and doing other things, or I'm painting my nails or something. So it's very hard for me to get around to things that require me to like keep my hands in gloves for a while. But I think I put them on while we were watching a show, my husband and I, and then I took them off afterwards. He was looking at me really funny. And I liked it. Like, it felt very smooth. I just don't know how much I would use them, just because I have to force myself to stop and give up my hands. And that's just hard for me. Okay, and then I think this is also probably more from the Cut the Crap brand, the Lips and Lather box. This was a blueberry oatmeal soothing soak, like bath soak, yeah. And I love my bath time. Again, like, I like it pretty well. I think it's just, it's not as, I would like to see a little more like oils in these products, would be my only critique on it. All right, I finally used up the Bag Balm lip moisturizer. I had been using this as my nightly treatment on my lips. We'd gotten this in Allure a long time ago also. Yeah, I really like it. It's definitely a great product. So yeah, I'd definitely repurchase again. I think this was kind of a classic staple that's been there for a while, and I learned about it only through Allure. So I'm glad I got the chance to try it. We got the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Plumping Hair Mask, I think probably in Macy's one month. I finally found a product from Bumble and Bumble I liked. I did actually end up liking this mask. Would I say it's my top favorite hair mask of all? Not necessarily, but I finally did really like this mask. I would actually repurchase this, so I was happy with it. Not a lot of uses out of it, but I got a few rounds out of it to really test it out. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Just 4 more products. Okay, so this is the Rose and Quartz hair mask also that came in my new Vegan Cuts beauty box. I have to say, I was really excited to try some of these until I started trying them. Like everything in the box like looked better to me than once I used it. I don't know how I felt about it. This is vegan, gluten-free, no sulfates, mineral oil, dyes, all of that. I'm not sure I was super impressed, to be honest. So I might not repurchase. And then I finally went through the setting spray. This was from Toy Factory, the Super Set Hyaluronic Acid Setting Spray. I liked it for a while. When it got to the end, it started getting to where like it was hard to diffuse. But I think I remember that I did like it pretty well. I wouldn't say that I love it as much as some of my tops setting sprays. Like I don't feel like it was a true fixing spray. It's definitely more of a setting spray that melts things pretty well, very hydrating. So it's pretty good, but not as much as like my top favorite ones like Urban Decay, Milk Makeup, One Size, Charlotte Tilbury, some of those. And then I finally just emptied out Shiseido, the Ultimate Power Infusing Concentrate. This was a serum, I think. I think we got it maybe in one of the, I don't even remember. Oh, I got it in that, I can't remember the name of the box. It was like a really neat fundraiser for cancer patients, like a women's box. Great, fantastic deal. And I hopped on it and I was so excited to get this, but Shiseido's not cruelty free. I almost decluttered it, but I wanted to go ahead and kind of use it, get a feel for it. Just from a testing it out perspective. And yes, I like this a lot, but I will probably not be repurchasing because of it not being cruelty free. And then my last product is this little tiny thing. I think it may have come in my Macy's luxury beauty box, like advent calendar, I think. And this was, gosh, I can't remember. The symbol now is Herrara, Carolina Herrera, I think it was. And it's a lip gloss. I'm actually wearing it today because I've been still getting like every last drop out of it that I can. It's one of those where it's pretty much though that I need to just consider it empty. So I figured I'd include it. What shade was this? I can't even remember. It's so tiny that I can't tell you what shade it is. I can't even read it with glasses. I don't know if it tells me what the shade is, honestly. But I really like the color. It's a pretty good gloss, but would I spend the money of Carolina Herrera for this gloss? Not really. I don't think it's that special and set apart given for the price that you pay. All right, so that's everything in our empties. Let me count them all up real quick. All right, 27. I think I counted 27 items, which might be just a little higher than normal. And I'm not even filming this that late in the month, as late in the month as usual. So I must have just been on a roll going through some products this time, and a lot of full size, not just little samples for the most part. So man, I was a busy bee. So that's everything. Lots of products we went through, everything in makeup and skincare and bath and body and sunscreen and candles and you name it. So a little bit of everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any of these and have tried them out. And I like to do this every month. So if you like beauty empties and reviews like this, you will want to stick around and hit the subscribe button. And we do a lot of other types of beauty reviews here too. Lots of roundups, shopping hauls, sales that I cover, and a lot of beauty boxes. I do the spoilers, unboxings, and try-ons on a lot of the popular ones. So lots of fun here. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you stick around, and I will catch you guys all on the next one. Bye.